What you building, Mr. Williamson?
We are building a wooden square.
It's done. Ta-da!
Yep, see? All set. Looks great. No, but actually we have had our propane,
Our fuel.
our gas, our diesel, gas tanks and all that kind of stuff outside for a very long time. They're actually sitting over by the shipping container and they're on a couple pallets.
And
But
they're
we wanted
covered
to
with
get
a tarp.
something- Yeah, covered with a tarp and all, but we wanted to get something more substantial, something more stable for it. So on the back of the shop here, we're going to build basically just little
A gas station.
gas station type deal. Yeah, it's going to have 2 levels to it, just a half shelf on the back, and we'll be able to fit everything in there. We're going to use some of the extra paneling that we had from the shop and some hardware cloth and then some roofing to build it. So right now we are actually going to pour concrete and get that going, let the concrete dry, then we're going to start building the rest of the structure on top of it. That's it.
And it's separate from the main building because if we ever want to move it, we can just bring the forks over here and pick that whole slab up and
Yep.
take it away.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking maybe I will use the weed whacker on it some more. Kill some more of that stuff right there
Okay.
before we pour.
You want to just pick the square up and or are you just going to go inside it?
No, I'm just going to pick the square up.
All right.
So we're working on our little gas shed that we were talking about earlier. We've got the frame built now at this point. Now we're going to be putting on hardware cloth along the top portion of it, and we'll be using some of the leftover paneling from the shop here, because we cut out that opening over there behind me. So we're using that material in order to close off the bottom 2/3 of this. So once we get that done, we're going to put some shelves in there and continue from there. We'll get it put on the concrete that we poured earlier, and we'll get that bolted down and we'll be all set up. So now we'll have some good place to actually put all of our stuff instead of just underneath a tarp out somewhere. So another project down. We actually finished our gas shed, or whatever we want to decide to call it here. We haven't decided on it yet, but it's mainly gas for, you know, the tractor, the cars, backup, you know, gasoline just in case, some oils, and gasoline also for the chainsaws. But we laid down the concrete like we showed you before. We used some leftover lumber that we had, including some of the leftover roofing, and the side panels over here are made of the the same stuff that the shop is made of. We had some spares there because we opened up a doorway for ourselves between the left-hand bay and the rest of it. So we've used all that material and built the shed.
Even all the screws. We found all the screws on the
even
ground.
The screws. So the construction crew that came out and did the shop, they had a lot of parts and pieces left behind. So we used a magnet on a roller, got all kinds of screws with washers. So that helped a lot. We might eventually put a door on here, but for now it's pretty good. You know, it covers the sunlight for most of the day. So this will be really good out in the open. It's got plenty of obviously air to it, so we don't have to worry about fumes or like that, like inside a closed-in space. So we're pretty happy with it. Later on we'll take it off of here. The concrete wasn't quite dry yet. We got the job finished before the concrete got dried, so we'll get it bolted down later. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Another small project down. We're going to move on to the next one now. Bye.
Wow.
What? I'm just messing with you.
I know. I know.
Wait. Bye.
Not using that.
Huh?
Not using
We're
that.
not using that?
No.
Bye.
I'm not using that either.
Okay, fine.
Bye.
Bye.